Hey guys, so today is gonna be kind of more of a story time. It's just something I want to talk about. I kind of want to have a memory of it, and I just want to maybe bring some positivity into your guys' life. We're gonna be talking about your wedding ring no longer fitting on your wedding finger. What the heck? So me and my husband have been married for 6 years now. And when we first got my ring, I was super excited. Just kind of give some like backstory just because I want to have this memory. For me personally, I had a really hard time picking out my wedding ring. I kind of knew like in my head the kind of like this like really far off idea of what I wanted, but I didn't really know what I wanted. So when you guys go into the store and you know they start asking you like what's your favorite cut, you know, what kind of style do you want it in, like I don't know, I just want a ring, you know, that makes me happy when I look at it. And I remember being like a little kid and like looking at my mom's wedding ring and thinking that it was really pretty, but not like for me. And my mom's one of those ladies that she wears like rings on her fingers. I'm not like that. I actually don't wear much jewelry besides like gauges, piercings, that sort of jewelry. So my only real piece of jewelry that I actually wear is my wedding ring. I had this idea kind of what I wanted. I wanted something that looked kind of vintage, right? But also fit my personality. My personality is a lot of people think that I'm posh right at the get-go. I don't understand that. A lot of people think I'm stuck up. But then once they get to actually know me and find out my back history, my life, what I've been through, they realize that I'm actually a really down-to-earth person and that they feel like they could pretty much tell me anything, which is totally fine. But I don't really know how to take that and get a ring out of that. We went to so many jewelry places. We went to, you know, department stores, we went to the mall, we went to grocery stores and their jewelry section in the grocery stores. And I just didn't really find anything that I was really excited about. And one day I noticed this jewelry shop that was in Idaho. And I just thought it would be really funny, you know, if that jewelry shop ended up having the ring that I like in my mind, I thought I like knew what it was gonna be. My husband's last name is Lee, and so obviously I was gonna be taking his last name. Well, the jewelry shop, its name was Lee's Jewelers. So I thought, you know, super ironic. We go in there, find my ring, super funny, right? Well, we go in there, we talk to one of the salespeople, and we started looking through the different cases. We started to get to like some similar of what I wanted. I was like, yeah, I do like the pave, like that's really cool. Do I want a princess cut? Do I want heart shape? Like what do I want? I'm like, honestly, I don't want like a big diamond. That's not really what I'm looking for. Like a lot of what's popular right now is like, you know, the center stone being like the present stone and then two smaller stones off to the side. So one as being the past and then one being the future, you know, and having like an extra band that's soldered to it. And I didn't really want that. I wanted the ring to stand on its own. Excuse me. I really wanted the ring to stand on its own and be a talking point that when I look down at it, I'm like super excited about it. We start going through the cases and we start getting into some of the section that I like. I'm like, I really like the little, I can't remember what it's called, but the little like beveling on the ring where it's like the little solder points and that. And I'm like, I know that I don't want gold. I don't want rose gold. Like rose gold is super pretty, but it just doesn't, it doesn't fit my skin tone, I feel. I don't know, that's just me personally. Like I don't like it. So I want silver or white gold. And so we start going through the cases and we finally get into the section that's like considered a contemporary vintage style. Immediately I see it in the case and I just know that that's my ring, you know, like you just know. it's kind of funny. It's like the same way of like, I met my husband and I just knew that I was going to be with him. You know, we're going to be best friends for the rest of our life. Like, it's so hard to explain. Let me know if I'm not the only one that feels that way. He ends up taking it out of the case. He's like, do you want to try it on? I'm like, yeah, duh. I put it on my ring and it perfectly fits on my finger. Perfectly fits. It gives me chills. It gives me goosebumps just to think about it right now. Anyway, and it I just knew this was the ring. This was gonna be it, you know? And unfortunately, we kind of were poor at the time. I didn't have money. I couldn't buy it. And so I kid you not, for the next year, we went in every so often and had me try it on. It still fit. No one bought it. It was the only ring that was in there, and it was gonna be a one and done ring. So if someone would have went in there and bought it before I could get it, then it was gonna be gone. And that was like really scary, but I'm like, I don't have that money to spend on it. And it's not a super expensive ring. It was like $700-800, but I'm like, I don't have the money for that. And I'm like, just hoping that maybe someday we'll be able to get it. And unfortunately, that year passed by. We were told that the jewelry was gonna close. We were devastated. Like, absolutely devastated. I was like, I don't know what we're gonna do, because that's my ring. Like, we went to so many places and I didn't see anything else that I liked. I liked that ring. That was my ring. I just was hoping that no one was gonna buy it before me, and like, luckily no one had. And so we went in there one last time to look at it. I was so devastated, you guys. Like, I can't even tell you. I was so scared, because this thing that I'd been building my hopes and my dreams and my life around, that I was gonna have, like, it's not gonna be here anymore. And I don't know if you guys can relate to that or not, but it's like a really like sorrowful feeling. And I know I'm meant to supposed to be super positive. Sorry guys, this is kind of taking a weird turn here, but it gets better. I promise. Just wait. We go in there one last time because they're gonna be closed like the next day. That's it. They had my ring still, and that was super crazy. Most of the stuff was sold. Like, they had already started selling the cases, if you can imagine that. So there was bare bones at this time, and my ring was still there in that case. We had to ask around for a little bit, but they finally found it. I put it on, and I was like, you know, I'm super upset because I think this is gonna be the last time that I'm gonna wear it, and it's gonna be done. And we look at the price tag, and because they're closing, everything was like marked lower than half price. It was an amount that we could afford to get on a credit card. Me and my husband, we talked about it. We're like, you know, do we really want to put this on a credit card? You know, we keep getting into a lot of problems with credit cards and debt, and we're like, you know, is this gonna, is this smart? Are we making a smart decision right now? And it's like, honestly, probably not, but we did it anyway. I have my ring today. I can't tell you like how much joy I feel at having it on my finger. That was such a scary moment that I probably wasn't gonna have it. I built up this idea in my mind that, you know, I was gonna have it when I got married. That was gonna be the ring that we were gonna exchange to me. That was gonna be my ring. I was absolutely devastated the whole time. You know, we would go in there to go try it on and like, oh my God, what if it's not there? What if it's not there? And you know, it was always there. Then to find out that they're closing, I was like, devastated. We ended up going home that day with my ring, and they're like, do you need it sized? Because we're not going to do sizing anymore since we're closing. And I'm like, no, because it fits on my finger. Well, unfortunately, that was when I was 180 pounds, and I'm almost 300 pounds now. And so my ring doesn't fit on my finger. It's super loose on this finger, right? But I just can't. I can now get it over the knuckle, but it just will not, it won't go any farther than that. I'm stuck to wearing it on my pinky while my tattoo is on my finger. So that's the backstory. I just don't know how to get it on this finger. I just gotta lose the weight or whatever. I've lost some weight, but it's not quite enough. But it's kind of sad that it's not over my tattoo, because the way that it is, it fits exactly over my tattoo. So that's pretty cool. Just more of a story time. Let's call it a story time. Thanks for listening, guys. As always, leave a comment down below for me. Let me know if you've experienced something similar with like sorrow or joy in your life. Let's bring some positivity. Remember the good times. Yeah, there was some bad. There was some scare with that moment in my life, but how happy I am now that I'm where I'm at today, and I couldn't be more thankful for that. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys. Have a good one. So what real talk could we be talking about today, you may ask? Well, honestly, I don't